Joining us with today's Technology Report is Kiara Solomon. Now, Kiara, I'm a BlackBerry owner, love it, but I'm considering moving to the iPhone. Which one has the best service?
Well, Dan, the results of this new report might just surprise you. A survey by Changeway Research shows that even though AT&T still drops more calls than any other carrier in the U.S., iPhone users remain happy with their phones. Verizon led the way with the least drop calls. The study says 4.8% of AT&T customers have experienced a drop call in the past 90 days versus only 1.8% of Verizon customers. YouTube unveiled a live streaming page which will allow users to view content in real time. YouTube partners will now be able to stream live content from their channels. Users can subscribe to their favorite live stream channels to be notified about upcoming broadcasts. Students should be on the lookout for phishing scams. Epsilon, the world's largest provider of email-based marketing, announced that a hacker gained access to some of its consumer data. Scammers could use this information to go phishing by sending out emails that look legitimate but are designed to get your personal information. To protect yourself from phishing scams, never give personal information in response to an email, and never open a link in an email unless you know the sender. Printing on Temple's campus just got a whole lot easier. Now you can print wirelessly from your laptop wherever you can access Temple's wireless network. Once you download the driver to your computer, you can send documents to specific printers, ending the frantic wait for an open computer on campus.
A bit more convenient for students to be able to send print jobs to a wireless printing queue and be able to pick it up from different buildings on campus. And we wanted to also make sure that it was available, not just here on main campus, but many buildings associated with Temple University and our other campuses, such as Tuck.
To find out where the wireless printers are located or download the software, you can go to the Temple University homepage and search wireless printing. Now, I've already downloaded the software to my computer, and I must say that it has made my life much more convenient.
Well, of course, all these things are coming out weeks before I graduate, so I appreciate it. But thanks, Kiara.
Thanks for the report, Kiara. This week's list is all about those in Hollywood that we wish we never heard of.
Here's Noelle Roby with this week's list of the top 5 people who shouldn't be famous.
Anyone can be famous in Hollywood these days, or so it seems. No longer do you actually have to have a great singing voice or know how to act, with reality shows on the rise. It seems that anyone who is a little bit of crazy, or a little bit of Charlie Sheen, as I like to say, can become a star. Here's Pictainment.com's list of top 5 celebrities who should not be famous. Coming in at number 5 is Kevin Federline. This backup dancer's claim to fame was marrying pop princess Britney Spears. TL Tequila has number 4 spot because of her friends. Her MySpace friends, that is. Then MTV gave her a show, and the rest is history. MTV also gave fame to our number 3 celebrity, Spidey. Spencer and Heidi Pratt are known from the reality show The Hills, but have gotten much more publicity from Heidi's excessive amount of plastic surgery than her wonderful singing career. Paris Hilton holds the number 2 spot on our countdown. While this celebrity tried to earn her stardom with acting in movies like House of Wax, she finally accepted her true claim to fame, being part of an empire. And coming in at number 1, Kim Kardashian. Although her beauty may help this socialite stay in the spotlight, we can all agree after hearing her newest single, she should just stick to modeling. That's been this week's list. I'm Noelle Roby.
Still to come on Temple Update. In sports, the baseball team has hit a slump, and Temple sees a view from the bridge when Temple Update continues.
Hey, welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Josh Roltenberg. After a quick sprint out of the box for Temple's baseball team, the Owls have fallen into a slump. The 14-7 record the Cherry and White had has now become 15-14. The men have lost 4 straight and 7 of their last 8. They currently have the worst conference record in the Atlantic 10 at 2-7. But despite all that, the Owls still have more wins now than they had all of last year. The Owls play next on April 15th when they host UMass for an Atlantic 10 series. The men's basketball team has received some individual awards. Senior forward Lavoy Allen was named the Big Five's most outstanding player of the year. Allen was joined on the first All-Big Five team by his teammate, junior guard Ramon Moore, while junior guard Juan Fernandez was named to the second team. Junior forward Scooty Randall was named Most Improved Big Five player, and Coach Dunphy became the Eastern College Coach of the Year. Temple cracked the top 100 in the latest Learfield Sports Directors Cup standings. The Owls earned an 81st place ranking after the Owls' recent success in both NCAA basketball tournaments, as well as a 13th place finish by the fencing program. The Cup awards points to each school for their finishes in 20 sports, 10 men's and 10 women's. Hey, when Philadelphia 76ers six-man Lou Williams heard his cousin was diagnosed with leukemia, he knew he had to get the word out about the life-changing cancer. We caught up with the popular NBA player who found a way to do so. When you hear the name Lou Williams, you obviously think about the Philadelphia 76ers sixth man. But on April 12th, Lou got off the bench to help a different team, DKMS, the largest bone marrow center in the world. Williams says the issue of leukemia is near and dear to his heart.
Being that I have a personal relationship with somebody who's battled leukemia, and him being young and me having a really good relationship with him, it means a lot for me to come out here and just try to bring awareness to it.
Get Swabbed is a national campaign to help save lives, so to team up with a popular NBA player to promote a good cause was a slam dunk.
The thing about bone marrow is that and bone marrow donation is that it's something people don't know a lot about, and so when someone like Lou Williams can lend his voice, his face to a cause, it makes people actually stop and think about it.
Anytime, you can use your influence to make a positive impact on the community, I think we all should do it.
Many people showed up simply to support the cause. However, those closest to Lou came to back him up.
I'm very proud of my son. I've never had a day's problem with him. He's always been just a good person, and even more so now that he's coming into his own as a young man.
Lou Wells is a very caring person. I'm just glad we can be able to support him, with this type of thing, and everything will be fine.
Athletes have the power to get the word out to different communities that would otherwise not be listening to important issues. And Lou Williams is doing his part to help people in the same position as his cousin Miles was back in November when he was diagnosed with leukemia. Guys, I love when professional athletes can actually take the time to give back to the community.
Absolutely. It's a fantastic story. Thanks, Josh.
Thanks. Great report. This week's music trivia is about the success of the rock band Linkin Park.
Here's Brittany Leitner.
Linkin Park has teamed up with the American Red Cross to establish Music for Relief, a charity dedicated to providing aid to victims in Japan for tsunami relief. And that brings us to the music trivia question of the week. According to top10list.org, what is Linkin Park's #1 Billboard song? Is it A, Numb, B, Paper Cut, or C, In the End? I'll be back in 60 seconds with the answer. And the answer is A, Numb. Numb topped the charts for 12 weeks, making it the most successful and only song that remained on the Hot Modern Rock chart for 2 years. That has been your music trivia question of the week. I'm Brittany Leitner.
Now with this week's entertainment report is John Mailer. John, you have information about a cool open mic night event on campus?
Yeah, these actually are very cool. I've been to a few myself.
All right.
Students looking for something to do in the middle of the week now have somewhere to go. Maxie's Pizza, Subs, and Bar is hosting an open mic every Wednesday night. Mike Stewart is hosting these events that allow musicians to perform live. Sign-ups begin each Wednesday at 9 p.m. with the live music starting at 10 p.m. But you must be 21 years or older to attend. YouTube videos going viral are nothing new to college students, but one Temple dental student has found his own niche on the site. Rob Homayun has almost 65,000 subscribers to his page, Rob's World, where he posts videos of origami and solving the Rubik's Cube. He's made about $70,000 from the YouTube videos that have over 24 million hits. Who dat? That's Jermaine Cole, better known by his stage name J. Cole, and he'll be making an appearance at Temple University on May 2nd. The Temple Performing Arts Center is hosting a concert exclusively for Temple students, featuring the North Carolina native rapper known for hit songs Who Dat and In the Morning. Additional performers could be added to the lineup in the near future, and tickets will be on sale in the next few days. Temple's Tomlinson Theater is set to open its newest play, Updates Davina Robertson has more.
Temple's theater department is currently running A View from a Bridge, a classic written by Arthur Miller.
It's A View from the Bridge. It's set in Red Hook, which is in Brooklyn, in New York in 1955. And the family's Italian, and it's a view from the Brooklyn Bridge.
I'm playing Eddie Carbone. I am the tragic figure. And it's about him and his family life and the fact that he starts to have feelings for his niece that are not exactly appropriate.
Stop that! Have respect for her!
You want something?
Yes! She'll be my wife! That is what I want!
Well, I mean, it's one of those tragic stories that, like, will always be relevant in a weird... It's like a human story.
They will completely understand and feel for Eddie as he's going through his turmoil. You know, Catherine, his niece, who falls in love with this guy and doesn't understand why her uncle can't just let her be in love and have her own life.
Based in the 1950s, A View from the Bridge incorporates love, violence, immigration laws, and sexuality. The cast and crew have come from all over to participate in this production.
I think it's absolutely brilliant. The actors are brilliant. We couldn't have a better cast.
The show is running from April 15th to the 23rd in Randall Theater. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Davina Robertson.
I wish I had some acting talents like that. My acting is subpar, to say the least.
Yeah, mine is too. Oof.
I think you need to have a little more confidence in yourself, John.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
No problem, thanks. Aflac is looking for a new person to voice the trademark duck that appears in the company's commercials. Comedian Gilbert Godfrey had held the job since the campaign began, but the search to replace him is on. 65,000 people auditioned in 6 cities around the country, hoping that their voice and the one word Aflac would be the key to winning the new voice for the duck.
A friendship has blossomed in an unusual place this spring. In the middle of the historic Forest Lawn Cemetery in Buffalo, a deer and a goose have formed a relationship. The deer is seen watching after the goose and offering the goose protection. Local people say the positive connection the deer and the goose are making is creating a good example during these uncertain times. No word if you can audition to voice either of the animals.
Bless. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Temple Update. Remember, you can always follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube by searching Temple Update.
And you can watch us on TUTV, Comcast Channel 50, Verizon Channel 45. For Dan Koob and the rest of the Update team, I'm Cherry Gregg. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.